Right, welcome to Operation Askari Spartan. I'm going to run through the orders for this operation. They're not going to be too in-depth, but they are going to cover all the information required for this operation. So, first and foremost, the first thing we need to cover is the situation enemy forces, so what is actually happening down the ground here. So, Douala Daesh forces, okay, that is the name of the guerrilla force that we'll be taking on today. They've pretty much been taking over the island of Douala and basically trying to take control of the local cities and towns to push their political view and pretty much take over power of the country. Two Rifles battle group is to assist the Kenyan Defence Force and the Kenyan Special Forces to try and push out the Douala Daesh forces, neutralise all their targets, and also gather intelligence information to essentially provide ourselves with further operations, okay? So that is sort of the situation, the scenario of what's actually happening. The Two Rifles battle group is comprised of A Company and Bravo Company. We are Alpha Company. So the situation for Alpha Company is that we're going to be taking on forces, Douala Daesh force, which is to the northwest of Konto. They are located in grid 0791-0615. They're equipped with small arms and heavy static weapon systems in around a sort of confined village inside some forest, which is sort of their hideout and their ammunition, probably cache. Their morale is high due to them pushing through with a large amount of force into Kontu, is their next location, and they've had a lot of battles and wins with the KDF before, and they are doing pretty well and gathering new forces as they win each battle. The objective themselves is to capture Kontu, then move on to the capture of the capital of this island, which is called Balabongu, and push from there. So our objective, friendly forces. So the commander's intent, so the colonel, his objective for us is to find and destroy all guerrilla forces in the area of Kantu and to gather information for further operations against Douala Daesh, if we don't neutralise them in this attack. So, A Company's mission, our mission, is to destroy all Douala Daesh forces positions on the west side of Kantu and to gather any intelligence found. Okay? During this operation, we're going to have other units, so Bravo Company is going to be in the northeast of Kantu, clearing further positions. Their location is going to be in 087059. 087059, that's where they're going to be working within. Also, during this operation, we have fire support from a UAV, call sign Starlight 1-1, which will provide Hellfire missiles if need be against targets. Also, we have fire support from artillery, which is call sign Meteor 1-1. They can provide artillery throughout the entire operation. We also have some air assets available to us. We have 2x RF Pumas, which are call sign Air Tiger 3-0. They'll be available on standby at certain times during the operation and will be required to be used if need be, if you need some casualty evac. Okay, moving on to the mission. So our mission is, once again, to destroy all Douala Daesh forces positions on the west side of Kanto and to gather any intelligence found. The execution, how we're actually going to do this mission, the concept operations we're going to be going through. So the effect to be achieved, focus on the intention. Basically our effect during this operation is pretty much to destroy all the objectives on the western side of Kanto, to allow us basically to push into Kanto and basically clear the area of any enemy forces, and also allow Bravo Company to do the same, and essentially allow the KDF, Kenyan Defence Force, to successfully push into Kanto and secure the rest of the ground. So the scheme of manoeuvre, how we're actually going to do this out on the ground here, okay, is split into 4 phases. We'll go into more depth in the coordinate instructions shortly, but it's basically split on 4 phases. Phase 1 is the move to the forming up point, which should be conducted at 2200 hours, and Phase 2 will take position up on the observation points. Phase 3 is H hours, 0600 hours, is where we step off and begin the attack, artillery going first, and then Phase 4 is where we reach phase line 2, where we pretty much taken over all the objectives on the western side of Kanto. That is pretty much the scheme and manoeuvre, how we're going to be doing this. Okay, individual missions for each individual group within the company. So one platoon will be going through RV1 Alpha, and their objective is going to be Objective London. Okay, and 2 platoon is going to be going through RV1 Bravo, and their objective is Objective Portsmouth. Okay, we're going to have the snipers, the javelins and the guns groups. They're going to be sitting up on OP1 Charlie and OP2 Charlie, and potentially moving through his positions to try and find a good bit of ground. and they're going to be providing fire support for the entire operation for both 1 platoon and 2 platoon. We have a recce fire team which will be pushing through earlier on in the day on their own mission, essentially getting eyes on the objective for Objective Manchester, to drop ordnance on that position to clear it of the guns that are situated on top of that hill before we actually push on H-hour. And finally, the assault engineers and engineer call signs attached to 1 platoon and 2 platoon, which is Steel 0, Steel 1-0 and Steel 2-0, which is attached to each of those platoons. They will be following the platoons in and just assisting with any sort of explosive method entry or any sort of targets that need blown up or neutralised, or even pushing through obstacles and barriers that are set out by the forces, if there is any. Also, minefield clearance as well needs to be provided by them. They'll all provide information for that during the assault if need be, and pass that information on to me. So the coordinate instructions, how we're going to complete this operations. We're going to conduct a preliminary move, so we're going to move to a drop-off point before the operation starts, and we're going to leave here at 1200 hours. We're going to be moving in a man truck, Land Rover Defenders, an ATV, and also some other armoured vehicles to assist us moving just west of the assembly area, which is a Reese's post, which is currently occupied by the KDF. Okay, that drop-off location is located at 057056. Once we get to that location, we'll then step off to the assembly area and we'll sit and wait there until 2200 hours when the sun has completely set and it's dark and the moonlight is starting to come out. Okay, we'll step off from there, we'll start heading south to RV1. We'll head there as a company. So RV1 is at grid 06090515. From there, we'll push through reporting line 1 down to RV2. RV2 is grid 06770513, 06770513. Once we hit that location, we'll then push up northeast to the forming up point, which is just before the phase line 1. We're in the first phase of our attack. Okay, so once we're in that position there, we will sit tight until roughly 0500 hours. The recce call sign, the sniper call sign, javelin, the guns will push up onto the hill, onto the objective, an OP2 Charlie and OP1 Charlie. Okay, at roughly 0500 hours, both 1 platoon and 2 platoon will push around to RV1 Alpha and RV1 Bravo to set up and get ready for the push at 0600 hours, which HR begins. Okay, so RV1 Alpha is at grid 0753 0559 and RV1 Bravo is 0701 0596. Those are the grid references. Okay, so now we've made through the first phase. Okay, we've made through the first phase. We've got to the form up position. We've taken up position now on the objectives. The observation points. Sorry, and then we're now about to start phase 3. Okay, that's the first 2 phases here. There should be the most quiet phases, but do expect actions on during these phases that we may get contacted on the move out to the observation point. If we do get contacted, just RTR, return fire. Depending on what's happening, we'll do some QBOs, quick battle orders on the ground to see whether or not we want to push those objectives. But we shouldn't see, there's no satellite information and there's no recce information that there is contacts out there between phase line 2, essentially. There's nothing beyond that area. They're just on that hill, which is good. Okay, H hours, 0600 hours. So what will happen first is the recce call sign will call fire support on the objective Manchester, which is where the heavy firepower is. Once that fire's gone down, the guns group will obviously provide fire support for both 1 platoon and 2 platoon to push across the open ground to get onto objective Portsmouth and London. Simultaneously, what's going to happen is 2 platoon is going to hit objective Portsmouth first, while standing by 1 platoon will be sitting on the edge of the tree line on objective London, ready to go on reserve just in case they need to push into Portsmouth. But obviously not going to be in the arcs of fire of Portsmouth. Once Portsmouth is taken, 2 platoon will hold firm on objective Portsmouth to provide fire support for 1 platoon to push into objective London. Also, once our position is taken, guns and will hold their fire to allow obviously the platoons to push through the tree line essentially, and then 1 platoon will push into objective London, clear that area out. Once the area is completely cleared, we'll search for any intelligence, and then what will happen is we'll pull back and back to the observation point, and we'll stand by for pickup from there. Right, let's go on the service support through this mission. So quite simply, our dress and equipment will be obviously MTP. Our weapons is issued rifles from the battle groups, so SEA A3s, GPMGs, L12-9A1s, FM Minimes as well, also with your personal sidearm. Okay, vehicles. Obviously, we're going to have man trucks will be provided to each and every company. So A company and Brother company both have man trucks and Land Rovers to allow them to get to the drop-off point. Logistics supply. So throughout this operation, if we run out of ammunition, there will be a supply run running back and forth from the FUP point during the H hour. After the H hour only, there'll be a man truck available to push back and forth from the drop-off point to FUP, as there will be a supply chain from the assembly area, which is Reese's post at the assembly area. Okay, once during the operation as well, if you need medical supply or Kazarak, we do have Air Tiger 30, which is Pumas on standby for pickup if need be. Use them, but if depending on the casualty, obviously working your battlefield casualty drills first, depending on the T level, bring it up. If you can get them out there by vehicle, that'd be much more wise, depending on the air threat, but there's none AA threat as of yet, but we don't know full intelligence on the weapon systems they have within that village. Underneath that cover, which we have got information on there as some sort of weapon dump. But for now, we do have the available asset of Air Tiger 30 to fly in, pick up any casualties, and get them out of the battlefield within that gold now. Finally, last bit of information you guys need to know is the radio call signs throughout this operation. So HQ is going to be 0. 0 Alpha is the Colonel, he is the CO. 10 is A Company, 20 is Bravo Company, 30 is Guns, 40 is Javelin, 50 is Snipers, Starlight 11 is the Reaper / UAV, Meteor 11 is the Artillery, that's on standby, Air Tiger 30 is a Puma, and Steel 0 is the Engineer's call sign, which is the Major of Engineers. Okay, throughout this operation, B Company is not going to have the power of Guns, Javelin and Snipers, but they may use the assets of the UAV and Artillery and also the Puma. They are all three standing by primarily for us, so whatever priority goes first. There is 2 Pumas for both our operations, so they can split and we can get casualty evacuation at all times, as there's 2 helicopters, unless everyone goes man down, which we hope does not happen. But artillery, there's plenty of artillery there. It's just the UAV which will be split between us, but primarily UAV has been assigned to us for this operation because we have a larger force we'll be taking on here. Okay, right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the orders. Okay, that it was sort of condensed down. There wasn't crazy amount of information, but primarily used the most important information that's going to be available for us and will actually be used during this operation. Otherwise, it's just going to be rambling on. So let's do this. Right, time to cover my personal kit and equipment for this operation. Starting from the very top. I have the Mark 7 MTP Scrim helmet. On top of that, I have the AN-PVS-14 night vision. That's called the head-mounted night vision system in-game. Working way down for our body armor, we've selected a Virtus body armor E variant, which is the variant in-game, as you can get multiple different pouches. On my back, I have the Camelback Motherload radio variant as my backpack, and for the uniform it is just a standard MTP rifles uniform with the rifle patch on the right hand side. So the weapon system I have for this operation is the LE5A3 with a LDS lightweight day sight in Coyote on top of the rifle, with the LLM in tan at the front of the rifle, which is another attachment, which is a light and laser system on the front. And the weapon system just comes down with a standard drop down tripod grip, as you can see at the front there. And finally, I have the Glock 17 as my sidearm for this operation. Alright, that is us. Good to go. All geared up, got your orders. We're now set to organise our troops and step off and then make our way to the assembly area, essentially. You can see the rest of the troop commanders are in there having a chat and a conversation still. But we're going to step up, have a look at our troops and see what we got for us today. These guys geared up, good to go as well. Blokes over here. So this is just a battle group sort of staging area, more or less. Anything goes wrong, I think we come back here and organise. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's go. Make our way over this way towards our company line. Pretty cool. Oh. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate that. Alright.
We should have a company ready to go. Look, you can see the back of the truck here. We have one platoon. And I think that's mortars on the left, mortar team. I don't think they're actually going to be helping us, but I think they're on standby and they're for the battle group. This mortar team here, as you can see. They can be utilised and called in. It's pretty cool, but we haven't got them for this assignment here, but they're on camp anyway. We've actually got assistance from an R3 team anyway, as you've already seen on the orders. So this is one platoon. Just discussed with blokes the orders that have been given out just a minute ago. Giving out his platoon orders now to his men, telling them where to go on the ground. So we're getting here for 2 platoon. All the boys. So we've got enough vehicles here as well to organise, get ourselves on these man trucks to get us to assembly point. Alright, let's see what we've got up here. Oh, it's got a Roman patrol there. Well, security. This is a little assembly area. Well, battle group area. This looks like Javelin team, AT team. See all the fucking AT stuff on the floor. And this looks like guns. We're getting absolutely fucking fragged. It looks like guns group, guns platoon is a fucking quality single ammunition sorting out there. Awesome. These guys ready to go. The GPMGs. How many have we got here? 3 GPMGs and looks like 3 riflemen to assistant machine gunners, and obviously the platoon commander. Right, buddy. I'll leave you to it. It's pretty cool seeing a guns platoon in an attack. So I was actually in not Afghanistan. Sorry, but I apologise. In Kenya, and we was doing this final attack on a position. I was basically an engineer doing explosive method of entry, so setting up DEMs and stuff like that. So it was the back of a platoon. And then before we went into the attack, obviously you got silems go up in the air, flares popping up and open up the area, so we can see where the enemy positions are. And then all of a sudden, this absolute eruption of fire came from the hilltop, which is our guns platoon, absolutely laying down rounds. I think there's probably maybe 4 or 5 GPMGs on top of that hill for laying rounds and down to this enemy village. It was absolutely awesome. Bit MVGs on as well. You should see massive amount of tracers going to this town. It's absolutely awesome. Hopefully we can get some of that gunfire in this firefight today. Alright, so we're going to organise all these men here, get them loaded up on the vehicles, and so yeah, let's do this. Alright, it's almost time to step off. Time is now 7:15. Got another hour or so, hour and a half, till we step off. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly write out these call signs in our notebook. It's a pretty good mod, this. Allows you to write things down, which actually can be pretty damn useful. Alright, I think that's the most important ones I need to take note of. I've just added on the 1 squad 1 platoon, 2 platoon troop commander as well, just so in real life you'd obviously going to want to use them, utilise the call sign case, and obviously maybe the troop sergeant as well. Actually, probably would be best to also add the. I don't really need the signal because I'm going to be with him anyway, but it might be best to actually have him at some point. Actually, that'd be fun. Alright, that is us set, good to go. Let's go out the back door. The guys are working over there. Alright, so our vehicles are over there. Everyone's loaded up, all the platoons are in. Guns, javelin, snipers, and both 1 platoon and 2 platoon are mounted up in our vehicles. So we're going to make our way to the assembly point, to Reese's post. So our vehicles is. So we should be taking the back 3 man trucks, TCVs, troop carrying vehicles, and the front 2 vehicles will also be ours. Just make sure MVGs. Yep, good to go. So got Land Rover Snatch, which will be my radio operator's vehicle and myself, to take to the assembly area, and then where I'm going to be pretty much sitting at the assembly area more or less as the major, and we'll take charge of the squadrons individually. Might follow them out on the ground, we'll see, we'll decide. And then the Husky at the forward vehicle. Let's jump in this bad boy. It's just waiting for me, sorry mate. Let's raise the front grille. Right, so drivers are in that vehicle, is perfect. Huskies at front leads. Alright, so we're going to make our way to the assembly area. So what we're going to do is, the route we're probably going to take is, we're probably going to go back out on this main road. It's going to lay a long route all the way around through Ballabungo, because we know this is all safe air up here. Then through this dirt track onto the west side of the airfield, and to the drop-off point where the vehicles are going to stay. Then we'll move ourselves up to the Reese's Point and get ourselves organised, and wait until 2200 hours before we step off to move to the FUP. Alright, so let's get this let's patrol off on the road. Let's do this. There's a nice little patrol here, nice. Right, what I'm probably going to do here is I'm going to maybe get my, make sure everyone's good to go, which we are. I'm going to get my right up to drive us there, get us there nice and safely. Right, we're coming up to the drop-off point now. Here we go. You can see the Reese's post on top of the hill there. To be fair, these drivers, they're not messing about, are they? Not one bit. Literally on a full send. Right, let's get them to pull over here. Right, vehicles are parked up. A bit more neater now. I had a little adjustment around a little bit. Okay, so let's have a look at the boys who we are moving off with. Just make sure everyone's here in the forming up point, and then we'll push out. Okay, the guys are just about made their way around and getting nice and comfortable, set up in lines, so I can see where everyone is. Got some guys in the rear. Okay, it looks like 2 platoons coming in now. Who we got here in this first little bundle? So it looks like we have our snipers. So this is 5-0 call sign. Moving on here, looks like javelin. So this is 4-0 call sign. Next blokes, you can see there's the rest of the 2 platoon coming in. See kind of nicely. This is guns. It looks like, yeah, it's guns. Also, it's 8:15, which is a good time. Guns is 3-0 call sign. 2 platoon, which is 1-2 alpha or 1-2 call sign, and then 1-1 call sign is over here, nicely crouched down. I can hear. It's like a drone. Sounds like probably one of our UAVs probably now. Probably just readjusting special. Oh, there it is. Ah, it's probably getting the fly pattern again. We went back to refuel some sort whilst I was moving out here. Okay, so we have the high command, as you can see here, to move these guys around the battlefield. Only problem is if I actually switch to one of these section commanders, what actually happens is you lose the command ability on high command and Zeus, because it assumes that you're an actual player. So as soon as you switch to playable character, that immediately switches that character, I don't know, put something in the settings or in the scripts to make that it's a player. So you can't actually command it, which is kind of frustrating. Because you know when you're in Zeus, when Zeus gives you a command, it comes up on your map and you can obviously react as a commander, as a player. It does that in this game, so what it does is it actually just disables it, which is kind of frustrating. Okay, so enough talk about that. So what I'm going to be doing is going to be jumping in and out of Zeus more or less, adjusting these guys. So I'm going to take, because the 2 platoon is ready to go, I'm going to take 2 platoon to the top of this hill, and what we're doing is we're going to reorganise with the KDF, and then we'll speak to them, and then we'll step off at 2200 hours as the orders are given us to get into position, and then we'll set up a observation point on the objective, on the there's a UAV, on observation point 1 and Charlie, and 2 Charlie, and then we'll move from there. At HR. So objective now is get to this hill. We'll move from 2200 hours. So let's get to top of this hill here, and then we'll go from there. Let's just get my buddy on me. I can stand up, bud. All right, let's get these boys to the top of this hill. Can probably do it in high command. So we want, I believe it's. It's 4.
Move 200 meters. Front.
Formation file. There we go. Nice. They're moving off. And then we'll do another position there. And then, yeah, we'll leave them on that side of the road. They should be making it. Nice. There we go. They're making their way up now. Perfect. Right, so I'm the major, so I'm going to follow around. So I'm just the company commander. So we're going to follow these guys up the hill. Right, buddy, you're on me. Stay on my 6, please. And let's follow the platoon up. So as the company commander, I'm kind of free range, more or less, during movements on the battlefield. I'm just there to command, reposition guys, and kind of relay information on from HQ. So if 0, so our headquarters, pass any information on to me and anything's going on, or new orders need to be done, I'll reorganise and move my troops around accordingly. It looks like they get on the road here. It's quite interesting. Taking the main MSR. Okay, fair enough. Would be my first choice, but there we go. So not a problem getting to this hill anyway. Dude, you need to relax, man. It's safe. Chill out. Yeah, so as a major, essentially just walk around, you keep in communication, and you tell them where to go, what to do. But then obviously platoon commander, so this actual platoon, he'll be in charge of obviously taking over positions and actually doing the attack and stuff like that. But as the major, as the company commander, I'll be pretty much telling them what they need to do and where they need to go. It's pretty much the job as the major. So it's pretty cool, you know, just seeing different working parts of a military unit. It's not as easy as just like, yeah, fight out position and attack, you know, everything is split up. There is an organisation to everything. Funny enough. There's quite a few units about, as you can see. Dotted around the place on high command for some reason. I've got a few dotted units, which is pretty cool, eh? He's pushing off to the right there. I don't want to go too far to the right. So I'm going to go in here first, speak to the KDF commander, and then get the boys in. Then we'll wait for, it's only an hour and 43 minutes until we step off onto the position to make our way through RV1 and to the forming up point. Really, so I should follow these guys, but they're kind of going their own crazy route. Oh, he's heading it now. We'll follow him. We'll continue to follow him. There's more troops over there in the distance as well. This map's pretty good. Adobe, however you pronounce it. Only thing is, from a distance, as you can see, rocks float. It's quite interesting. So I'm going to want to get my strobe on as well at some point. We'll actually put it on now. Let's get my earplugs in. And that should be able to attach item. Fire grenade. That'll do. We should see it on me. There we go. Beep beep. Nice. You know, I'm not too confident this guy's route. He's very much all over the place. Anybody? Another radio operator. Surrounded by radio operators in this fucking thing. It's quite interesting how layout radio operators work as well. Obviously, each platoon will have a radop assigned to their troop commander. Realistically. Contact rifleman, which should be the KDF coming up, which is good. Obviously, the company commander will have his radio operator, and HQ have the radio as well. Have guys on the radio to relay information to the company colonel or whatever the rank may be. So there's a lot of messing about, but I've noticed communication is like key. Obviously, it's kind of a no-brainer, but some things nightmare and just a bit of a bastard. Getting in position, trying to get set up somewhere of good communication. You figure out where you are on hilltops, stuff like that. Even though comms, bit of a nightmare. Alright, I'm gonna start making my way to the actual position now. KDF, you can see, got the flags and everything. So the local KDF here are trying to help with push back essentially the guerrilla group, but they're struggling just simply because of the political position where it is in the country and where the country is right now. It's not the real Kenya though. Bear in mind, Kenya is actually quite stable. It's a very stable country actually. British military trainer. It's a good country. Right, we got to come up to the position now. 2 platoons going to go set up. I'm going to bring the rest of the group up actually. We'll bring it up. We got 1 platoon as well. Make sure they're walking. Everyone's under my command and high command, which is interesting. That's probably why everyone. I should have adjusted a certain amount of people. It's not a problem. Alright, so this is where we are. Nice. Hello, buddy. Nice moustache. Jeez. Can I see his face? There we go. So this is the KDF position. This is Reese's post. It's pretty cool. So we'll keep our boys outside for now because we ain't got much movement. It looks like the KDF have got some sort of security, as you can see up in the buildings there. But this is Reese's post. We'll get my buddy just to chill out there for a minute. We'll cover the rear. So let's see what's going on about before we step off here. We've got an hour to wait till we step off, so I get all the boys, all the squads, platoons in the gun group and everything organised. Let's go. This looks KD Special Forces guys. The scar and the berets, you can tell. These guys are pretty cool. It might be useful to actually use these guys. Maybe at some point during this engagement, we might be able to use them, utilise them. But maybe another further operation, KDF could be used alongside British forces here to engage contacts. But for now, this is a British military operation, so it's pretty sweet. Right, we'll get the boys in, and then we'll wait out until 2200 hours, and then we'll step off from here to make our way down to the first RV. All right, it's officially time. It's now 2200 hours. Where's my watch? There she is. It's time to step off, start making our way to RV1. We've made out the bearing is about 3.7, actually incorrect. 287, sorry. Don't want that shitty compass. We want the acre stuff. Where's my small compass gone? Show small tool. There we go. So, okay, it doesn't want to move. Okay, normal tool then. No, still don't want. Okay. Well, essentially, what you do is you place the compass on top of your position and then twist around, aim a direction, and then you get your bearing. Right. Looks like 1 platoon's already stepping off, so we're going to push through 2 platoon, which is just to our front, as you can see if I get on the map. 2 platoons up here on position. We'll push through them, go to RV1, and then we'll get them to follow on behind, and then we'll pretty much have a massive line. Once we hit RV1, start pushing off with one platoon, we'll get two platoon to follow in behind. We might even potentially get guns, javelins and snipers in between both platoons to push through. Might be a wise idea to do, but let's start moving now. So we got a nice little building over here. So this is 2 platoon now, moving off, stepping off, coming through the RV1. We'll have a look from top view for the rest of the boys up ahead. Our radio operator. So we're going down to the valley and we're heading over there to that fire position over there. We should have my fire team. One platoon should be down the valley now. There they are. Nicely progressing. So we've got one platoon followed by guns. Who's this? Bravo 4040, which is javelins. And the sniper team working together, which is good. And backed up by 2 platoon at the rear. Moving rather quickly across this open ground, to be honest. So it looks like they have passed reporting line 1 and they're about to hit RV2 now. So we should probably get moving as well, actually. Start following 2 platoon. Keeping the tail on these guys. Probably just attach itself to them. Make way down. It's quite a lot of moonlight, which is a bit frustrating. So our movement isn't very, covered. Which we would prefer that, having less moonlight to cover our movement into the ground, into position. But luckily we got the terrain to our advantage here. We shouldn't silhouette ourselves at all. We should go around that feature. Where one platoon is now. They should do, I hope so. And then push on to the next feature. Then we'll set up at the forming up point and then we'll push up onto the correct positions with 30, 40 and 50 and then get eyes on. Nice and easy. Alright. Continue to patrol to the forming up point. I'll probably see you there. Pass through RV2 and then I'll speak to you at forming up point. we're just past RV2 now, coming to the forming up point. This is javelins coming behind me. And we have guns there. We have our sniper team over there on the left hand side, and one platoon is right up there ready to go in position at the forming up point. So we're not far away now at all. It's just across this open ground, and then we'll get up in the observation point on top of the hill when everyone's in safely. It's pretty cool. Quite a lot of open ground here. We've got no communication or any comms back from Starlight 1-1 or 0 Alpha, letting us only know of any contact moving around, which is a good sign. If we're getting information and comms from Starlight 1-1, it pretty much means something's coming by, but we're safe. Right, we're all in the forming up point now, as you can see. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to move the guns group up to observation point 1 Charlie, as well as the sniper team, and then we'll put the javelins on OP2 Charlie. So essentially this is how I'm commanding the squads at the moment. Get them nicely thinned out. Aware, hold fire, limited. Now it's going to get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Right, let's get this team over here. 4-0. Actually, no, 5-0 can come over here and join us. There we go. That's a javelin team. Just because high command's been a bit of a pain, we're going to be utilising Zeus to move blokes around. Don't you worry. I will not be using it to destroy targets as much as very tempting. And there goes the sniper team to move and get in position. Some tough blokes there. Got one platoon over there on the right hand side. Okay, let's get these guys up. Once guy's in position, I'm going to lose command of him. Once I get him up in this position, I'm going to set up and I'm actually going to take control of them. Which we'll see in a moment. Let's move it to there. And they should redirect the direction. Up that hill. Here comes the guns group. Look at that. That's awesome, that. Right, next we want to get this team. Almost in position. We'll set them up, ready to fling their attack. Now sit on top of that hill, ready to launch across the open ground. It's going to be interesting for that fire team. That platoon, sorry. Remove that one actually. And we'll get one platoon and both two platoon in the arrowhead formation, ready to spear across that open ground. It's going to be pretty tense. It's going to be good. Here we go, comes the gun group to get in position here. Let's watch them set themselves up. I'm going to have to take command of them, I think. The guns group. It's going to be interesting. If I can. If I don't have to, it'll be good. Right, so we're going to get in position here. We've got to wait for H hour. It's going to be good. Sniper team's here. Let's crawl up just a little bit. We'll get him on the edge. Relax, guys. Take it easy. Here's the gun group. These guys take a knee. Right on the edge, here's one of them. See, hopefully in the future, very soon, if we get a few more people, this could actually be players doing this, and there could be much more Much more interesting. Started making a community and then work. You know what happens. I have a lot more time on my hands now. Right, gun group is in position. Sniper team is set. Javelin, where are these boys? Here they are. These guys need to take a knee. How's 2 platoon looking? Looking good. Patrolling out in position. Cool. Right, let's get back to my commander. Let's get up and have eyes on the in position. We're in position now. Right, there's the guns group. Okay. If I get my binos out, it shouldn't be too blurry, I hope. Alright, here we go. Can I have got NVGs on these? Yeah, I do. Alright, scan. So we're looking for objective Portsmouth. It should be off to the left here a little bit more. Aha! There we go. Got eyes on contacts already. There we go. There's 4 times contacts there. Some bikes. That's objective Portsmouth. It's the first eyes in the position now. I think there's a gun in place somewhere around here according to... Oh, what's that there? There we go. Look at that. Straight at the money. Yeah, we can literally see it. It's not even that far away, quite frankly. You literally can see it here. Don't need binoculars. Alright, so the position that they want us to attack first, so what phase are we on for the time being? We are on, well, H hour. The objective is going to be, I'm going to drop, because this is the position here that's secure. Float rocks, nice, as you do. There's a few bunkers here. We'll get eyes in UAV. And I'm thinking at H hour we drop artillery on that fixed position top of that hill there. Because if there is guns up there, looking down this way, which we can see there is an emplacement there and an emplacement there, and if they have a machine gun on that hill, they're going to obliterate 1 platoon. 1 platoon's going to get absolutely smashed, because 2 platoons on the left hand side over there, and they're going to cross the open ground first, and they'll get smashed as well. So we need to take out that position. So what we'll do is utilise using artillery to obliterate that position. And then we'll push into here. We wouldn't mind using artillery on the encampment. We can't even see, so that's the frustrating thing. We can't see anything, how dense it is. It's really good cover for them. Just a bit silly. They've got defences out. Well, actually, it's kind of smart to have defences out, I suppose.
600 meters, bearing 030.
Yep, you've seen them. 030, 600 meters. Cool. Thanks for giving that distance. Perfect. So 030, we'll put it at. Well, I can see the bearing on my binos. 600 meters that position. Cool. Alright, let's get in the UAV and have a look at what's happening inside the trees, inside the forest if we've got eyes. Alright, we are in the UAV. See what we can see in the air. So there's the bunker positions on top of that hill. As you can see here. So there's a few contacts on the 3 bunkers as well, just like the information said. So let's scan down and hopefully see inside the village. There we go. Oh wow, okay, multiple contacts already. You can see out in the open there. There's at least 7 there. There might be more in the buildings. There could be multiples. There's not much else I can really see. But supposedly from a recce team that went out there earlier on to recce this mission for us, there was another fire position north of, well, this side of the... oh, what's that there I can see? I don't know whether that's the position that... No, I think that's the northern position actually that they mentioned the recce team. We can just about see a thermal image just there. There's 2 contacts look like. Okay, so we've got some contacts to the north of the village as well. And this is the ones that we can see on the ground. Those 4 guys that we're going to smash first with our guns. It's going to be quite interesting, this. So most definitely I think we're going to hit that position up there. And then potentially move on. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good attack. Alright, let's get back down the ground and then wait out for H hour. Make sure everyone's in position, good to go, and then see what we can do. Right. Been sat for quite a while now. Guns team is sitting ready to go. Time is now 04:56. 100 hours. The position is very foggy now. It looks like it's going to rain. So we're going to need to get some illumination at H hour. So the plan is still to drop ordnance, well not ordnance, sorry, we're going to drop fire for effect artillery on top of that position. We'll then get a Shimuli in the air, and then we'll fire guns on those positions and immediately fling the assault from 2 platoon onto that position. We'll observe from up here whilst they push and attack. Maybe assist with 2 platoon down the ground. Be quite interesting. And we'll run the riflemen, so it'll be quite fun. Let's have a look at our fire for effects mission. So essentially, if we're going to call for a fire mission, we're pretty much going to go meter 11. This is 109 Alpha, which would be my radio operator anyway. We could have a JTAC doing this, but we had a recce team. It could be the Javelins doing this, actually could, realistically. And essentially, we're going to call a grid reference and give a target indication. We don't really need to do this. This is great for actual using when we actually with players. But there's a fire for effect crib card we can use to get the guys on the ground. But we are going to be using this map. If I can get my map light on, which isn't working, of course it isn't. Having all night bits and that, but we can just about see our map anyway. Where we're on objective, we're going to fire for effect, and we're going to get a lot of rounds on top of that hill. On objective at Manchester. Time is now 04:58. We have 2 minutes to HR. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get artillery ready to go. Illumination. Once illumination up the air, then guns going to go. Start firing. Right, let's do this now. Let's start this bad boy. Oh look how nice and bright. Got my support artillery. Mutual 1-1. High explosive frag M1. We're gonna get 9 rounds on top of that position. Also get support. I don't think I'm able to get them fire straight away. They're not available right now, so I have to fire for that position first. Here we go, requesting immediate fire support at designated coordinates over. Target location received, ordnance inbound. Here we go, can you hear it? Yep. You can hear it. This is going to drop hard in this fuckers. Round's complete. Right, we're going to get next. We get support, artillery strike, meter illumination 131, and we're going to fire 5 of these bad boys. Hopefully you splash out, then the illumination goes, and then the guns team start firing, and then we push 2 platoon across the open ground. Boom! Look at that. Big hit. Let's take my lights off. Nice. I'm going to get some more rounds in that position as well. Illumination's up. Imagine that, that's a morning wake-up call, isn't it, and a half? Watch, waiting for illumination now. We're going to get another rounds complete. We're going to get another rounds on that position. Police say they got some more ammunition. They do indeed. Let's get some more artillery on that position immediately. Right, where's our illumination? Come on. There it is, there it is. Nice. Right, let's get my guns team. Let's get suppressive fire. First and foremost, I want to get these teams to move on this position here. Combat full speed. Fire at will, engage at will. Right, forget it. I'm going to switch to the team. Team switch. We're going to switch to 3-0. Team switch. I'm now the commander of Team 0. Right. It goes to open fire. You're clear to engage. Let's get some fucking rounds down, boys. Where's that position? I think it's there. There we go. Look at that. Death. Right, firing wheel. Here we go. Good boys. Should get suppressive fire now. Here we go. There we go, gentlemen. Jesus Christ, man. Holy fuck, that's some suppressive fire, gentlemen. Fire team's under attack now. 1 platoon is under attack down the bottom, as we can see. They're under engagement. Keep that suppressive fire down, please. Oh, look at this firefight here. Jeez, look, that guy's on position. Look, boom! Grenades, everything. Go on, guys, push for that position. Holy shit! We've got a man down. Man down there. Got LM's on. That man is on fire. Holy Christ. That's incredible. That sustained fire was absolutely amazing, man. Right, let's get some more suppressive fire down. I'm going to get some more illumination on target. And then we'll keep pushing through. We need to get 1 platoon pushing through now. So let's get some more support in the air. It's not the fastest attack, but it would have to do. We'll get... Oh, we have 3 illumination left to go. Contacts firing. Alright, come on, let's get another burst fire in there, guys. Come on. Please, yeah, come around. Oh. Yep, they've seen it. Nice work, guys. Love how they're crouched now, that's pretty epic. Oh, men are still moving for the position now, we can see. There's the illumination, nice. Right, let's get some more rounds in there, guys. General area. Putting rounds down, but still contacts so that they can see where the contacts are. Right, we got no more illumination left, which sucks. Should I see if I can get any boys aside, any ammunition to pop some schmoolies? Let's get these guns. Let's gonna try and get these guns to engage the contacts on top of the hill. Continuously. I'm right up just chilling there. Right, so we're now going to try and get 2 platoon to push up. So where are they? There's 2 platoon, where are the boys? Ah, here we are. They're going to move up and we're going to take this next ground on that objective there. They're going to push through, full position, aware, fire at will, normal position. Actually, we'll do as fast as I can. This open ground's going to be absolutely disgusting for them. I'm going to lead the final attack in on the objective. Right, there's our fire team now pushing through. Should have sent them off a little bit earlier on. They're still having a fight down there. Look at it. Let's see. Massive gunfight down that position. Keep that fire down, men, right? We need to keep the fire down for 1 platoon across that rope and push the ground. That's awesome. There's that fire still. Oh, holy shit, what was that? Fast jet. we hear a jet pushing. Probably drop a bomb on that hill. Alright. There we go. Jeez. Nice. Getting awesome suppressing fire from that gun group still. 2 platoons almost on the position. 1 platoon's almost on position now. Let's switch to fighting leader. Push through. Alright, here we go. We're pushing in now. This is now 1 platoon's commander. Awesome fire. Let's get these guys in a straight line. Images are shite. Here we go. More aware now. Right, let's get straight on, men. Really, you wouldn't be shouting like that. I don't like the way they're shouting. Shut up. Stay quiet. There's the positioning scene. Calm down, dudes. Comes the rain. Now let's go to combat. Take some suppressive right that direction, boys, please. Thank you. Oh, shoot. Smoke. I'll lose my hearing. Let's try and put some earplugs in. There we go. It's twice done that today. Let's get a grenade over there. Definitely animated characters. Christ, I wish we've got a man down here. Drag out. Oh, let's get in this bad boy, shall we? Whew, that'll definitely get the heads down. No wires, Nathan. I'm going to push that northern position. Contacts are green. Oh, there it is, seen. Let's get some smoke grenades up. Farm position. Oh. There's contacts. Oh shit, yeah, we got fucking contacts here. Let's get fucking suppressive fire now. Oh! Christ. Nice fucking grenade, mate. Fucking fair play, dude. They're down. Shit magazine. That was close. Don't worry, reloading and went secondary. Right, we're clear. He's still alive. So is he. Right. Let's get some find some cover, guys. Good buddy. Should be right. I feel like one of them still alive. Oh, he's dead. Any more? Is that all of them? Looks like we're done. We've done it. What areas and clear is going to head back. I'm going to take a few of my boys with me. I'm going to head back to the main village and clear it up. Let's reroute the entire platoon back here. Right, dude, what are you doing in there? Get out. You've got love in life, haven't you? Could do with blowing this stuff up, quite frankly. This could probably do with blowing this stuff up with the engineers. Explosive inventory and demolition do this. It's their job. But I don't think we have them attached. It's a bit frustrating. But we'll call them in, and then once they're here, we'll blow this place up, get out of here, move on back to the Two Rifles battle group area, and that's mission complete. Pass that information on back to the major, So let's have a look. Top of this hill, back is the Major. The guns group did pretty well actually, laying down sustained fire for that assault across the ground by 2 platoon and 1 platoon. Obviously, in this circumstance, we would actually be calling in close air support. Not close air support. Sorry, close Kazakhstan. Follows wounded soldiers that went man down. I believe on the first engagement, that first position when it blew up somehow, which is rather interesting to see how that happened. No use of javelins or the what's called team. We could have actually no. There might have been use for the javelins at some point. No, there's no vehicle, so there's not a real problem. They could have actually been utilised on that hill as well, which might have been a good thing. But there we go. There's the operation completed. Kind of went south in some ways simply because of the AI. Still need some working around with and tweaking from my side of things to make sure I can get nice and sound. But let's hope that the next operation is going to be involved with lots of people. If you like this, please let me know in the comments below. Message me or jump on my Discord or even message me on Steam. But just put a message below in the comments and I'll get straight back to you if you want to jump on and do an operation with me. Alright, because I'm looking for people to join and do some real badass operations and missions because it's quite difficult. Actually, it's not quite difficult. It's rather difficult doing interesting operations with AI just because of how long it takes to organise it. But if I can get some missions with some people, trust me, it's going to get rather entertaining. So, hook me up. Hope you liked the video. So please rate, comment, and subscribe. That's what we used to say. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Just like and comment below, and subscribe to me, people. So I'll see you next episode.